Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl, and today I want to share with you all the information that I gathered when I was trying to decide whether I was going to get Humphrey or not, so please stay tuned. Before getting Humphrey, I did some research to make sure I would be able to provide everything he would need to flourish. To be totally honest, it took me quite some time to even like these strange-looking fish. That actually was the trigger that drove me to learn all I could about them. Their development was the cornerstone of my investigation. The Malaysian people were the first to begin breeding fish with protruding foreheads, which they called warships. Fish with protruding foreheads were highly desired as they were thought to bring good fortune in Taiwanese society. In 1993, Malaysians began breeding the red devil cichlid imported from Central America and the blood parrot hybrid from Taiwan. Through breeding these two together, the Flowerhorn was born. By 1999, there had been 4 strains successfully developed and available on the American market. The 4 strains available at the time were the regular Flowerhorn, the pearl scale or Zensu, which Humphrey is, the golden Flowerhorn, and the faders. Selective breeding continues to bring us more amazing colors and features for us to enjoy. The Flowerhorn, unlike the blood parrot hybrid, was not unintentionally bred. Having watched many videos of Flowerhorns, I have learned they are not just unique in appearance, but they display interesting behaviors, personalities, are uber curious, and interactive as well. I have yet to come across anyone who has had a Flowerhorn that regret the experience. I am thrilled with Humphrey and now understand how people fall in love with these unique cichlids. I do not have a problem with their origins, although I feel it's important that these hybrids are still bred in a controlled environment and not to be released into the wild. My only concern in the breeding of hybrids is if the process diminishes the fish or any creature for that matter's quality of life or lifespan. This is not the case with Flowerhorns. However, there will always be hobbyists who feel any hybrids are detrimental to the hobby. Considering a Flowerhorn's expected lifespan of 10 to 12 years and full growth potential of up to 12 inches, they do have some serious requirements. These requirements are simply excellent nutrition, water quality, and enough room to grow. Tank size for these endearing cichlids will increase as they grow, finishing off with an aquarium of no less than 75 gallons for one Flowerhorn. It's not recommended that Flowerhorns share their aquarium with other inhabitants as they are very aggressive. If homing more than one Flowerhorn in the same tank, it should be no less than 150 gallons and have a divider set up so they can be kept apart if necessary. The Flowerhorn is an interesting looking cichlid considered a Central American hybrid. They have a large brightly colored humped forehead called a coke, as in Coca-Cola, or a nuchal hump. They display bright colors with black markings running down their sides. It's been said the markings resemble Chinese lettering. They have a bulky body shape similar to a fan. They will go through a series of color changes until they reach adulthood. Once an adult, their colors will stay the same. Distinguishing a male from female is not cut and dry, but there are hints that you can look at. The male's nuchal hump is bigger. He is a larger body size, having a thicker body, longer anal and dorsal fins, and a more pronounced mouth with thicker lips. The female often has black dots on her dorsal fin, and her belly is more orange, especially at breeding times. Adult females will lay eggs monthly with or without a male present. If wanting to breed these cichlids, there have to be some preparations made. The female is usually smaller than the male, so giving her an escape is a good idea. Using an egg crate to divide the tank into a small safe zone for her by cutting a doorway that she will fit through, but not the larger male, gives her a place to rest without torment. It has been suggested to consider raising a female and male together so that they will be accustomed to each other. But the problem with this is you will not know the coloration of your flowerhorn until they reach adulthood. It's also important to note that not all flowerhorn males are fertile, as with many hybrids. It takes 8 to 9 months for a male to reach sexual maturity. Then the only way to test his fertility is by introducing a female and allowing them to breed. If successful, then you know. Because flowerhorns have been engineered, they really don't have a preferred biotope. When setting up an aquarium, it's a wide open field here. You must remember they are very strong and active. Most prefer a home to home their flowerhorns with minimal decor, if any at all. The flowerhorns love to dig in sand, but also toss it all over the place. Plants are not a good idea, or most other decor, as the flowerhorns will have a heyday moving it all about. A few large rocks are about all you can expect to stay put. I have a simple scape of sand for Humphrey to dig in, which he does, and a little island giving Humphrey's tank mate Muck a hideout. Flowerhorn care is simple. They are hardy fish that adapt well to water parameters. They are typically not demanding fish, although they are slightly gluttonous. They are not afraid of humans and will allow you to stroke their nuchal hump and sides. However, care has to be taken, as they will bite and have sharp teeth. When they're kept in optimal conditions, they will eat any protein you offer them. The flowerhorn is an omnivorous predator. They accept large pellet foods designed to meet not only their nutritional needs, but color enhancers as well. Frozen, fresh, and live foods are quickly accepted. Raw shrimp, bloodworms, prawn, feeder fish, calamari, and mussels are only some of what the flowerhorn will accept. A high-protein diet along with some kelp, spirulina, and other plant-based additions will keep your flowerhorn healthy and satisfied. They are considered voracious eaters, so if your flowerhorn isn't interested in food, that's an indication that something may be wrong. Tank maintenance is required on a regular basis. Weekly water changes are a must, and siphoning the sand or gravel is crucial, as they are very messy eaters. Humphrey's tank mate is a Megalodorus catfish who is about 9 inches long and lives in the pipe I gave him for cover. He's seldom out, but at night he cleans up Humphrey's crumbs. They have been together since they were both small, so I don't see any reason to separate them. I do appreciate the cleaning Mug gives the tank as well. Having Humphrey is a new chapter for me in my journey as an aquarist. No matter where I am on the main floor of our home, if I look over, Humphrey is watching me. He is so responsive and endearing, like a puppy under glass. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. I hope you had a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.